Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you did it. You did it. So now you're one of the members that actually, you're like, now you can talk to other people that come in and train them and say, oh, this is how you do it. This is how it's done. This is how you do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, thank you guys. I mean, you guys were very instrumental. The feedback and all that, it really helped.
Hi, Adi.
I couldn't hear anything. I thought probably you guys are talking and I can't hear anything.
No, all is well. Yeah, we just had Kenneth. It's just because we just posted the meeting a bit late, but no, we just had Kenneth and yourself. So we got a few new members, but they're not always on the call, so it's a bit empty.
Oh, I see. Well, got a bit of good news.
There we go. Let's hear it, please.
We managed to close.
No more need. You have
we
the money
managed to close the transaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a horrible experience dealing with some people.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's internal problem or just pure bad faith on their part. You're dealing with you have to deal with a lender that's on the day of funding, changing all the terms.
Wow.
So changing all the terms that like we have to fight them, saying no way, you know about this deal for the past 6 weeks. You can't, and you made some approvals. You can't come on the day of you expected to fund. You start changing the terms and all that. So they made us sweat it, asking for all sort of stuff that were not even in the CPs in the commitment letter that we signed. But we managed to close on officially on Thursday. Well, unofficially on Thursday. On Friday, officially we closed.
Oh, congrats! So you closed on last Friday?
Yeah, just last Friday. Just 4 days ago, 3 days ago. Yeah.
Congrats, man! You drinking champagne or what?
I'm drinking champagne at this point. I'm just trying to recover from the sleepless nights.
Wow.
No champagne yet. But we managed to close.
Congratulations.
So, thanks. So the real work starts now.
Yeah, because now we have to avoid the lawsuits and give the people what they want, right?
So. What they signed up for.
Yeah.
Time to execute.
Wow. And so this one was 40. So this one was 44 still.
44. Yeah. That's 44 units. Oof. It was, we managed to close.
Damn. Well, hey, just one thing, like a lot of people, like a lot of us business people, we always work really, really hard, and then we try to get to the goal. So now that you hit the goal, even for just one, I know we can't celebrate too much, but
yeah,
I just hope you just take time, because like I said, I've been seeing you working on this for a while. I just hope you take time to just to enjoy the moment for a bit.
Yeah, that's what everybody keeps saying. Yeah, I will, but I'm off to getting the renovation starts next week.
Okay.
So this week is just planning, and next week we get to it. Of course, we have a renovation work plan in place already. We're just been on ground and getting things moving from next week.
Nice. And then this one is your first syndication closed as of now, right?
Yep. Yeah, it is. In North America, it is.
Congratulations, man. Again.
Thank you.
So when it comes to actually the value add, so then would you need any help with all those numbers, like taking a look at all that, or what?
I don't know, maybe yes or maybe no. I don't know.
Okay,
I could always share with you guys and see if there's any feedback.
got it. And what do you say you're based out of again? You're based out of Vancouver, right?
Yeah, and the deal is in Edmonton,
Okay.
so just about an hour, 15-minute flight.
Okay. Maybe we could meet there with sometime. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. You're coming to Vancouver when?
I don't even know what I should meet. Like, I don't know what I should come to because I want to make it like a round trip because there are a bunch of people that I want to meet in the States and then go up. I don't know whether it should be Edmonton or Vancouver, but Matter is in Vancouver, so maybe it'll make sense to go to Vancouver.
Yeah, to meet your team. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not to come to Vancouver.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, I'll plan a time. No, like I have to travel. I have to travel this May anyway, so I'll make a time in May, but then I'll come back to you. But yeah, it'll be nice. The deal is closed. Let's just celebrate for 2 seconds and nothing crazy. Just just to say
Get
okay,
back on the horse
and get back onto because
to gain traction with this close target for me to end this year is at least 200 units. So we still have about 156 to go. So that's the target.
Okay. So 100. So can you explain that again? Say that again to make sure I get it.
So I'm saying the target before the end of this, well, by the end of this year is 200 units.
Okay.
So we have 156 units to go. So in 7 months. So
Got
we'll
it.
see how that goes. There has to be a commitment.
Mm.
All right. And there has to be a commitment 10 to 20% if you're really interested. So you know that when there's capital call, it's either you pay up or you lose your money. Because I had people that say, okay, soft commitment, I'm gonna do 500, I'm gonna do 200, blah blah blah. When it was time for capital call, oh, some of them were not picking their calls. Some that made commitment for 500 or 400 only did 50%. So at some point, I thought I already raised $1 million, and that $1 million went from $1 million to 300,000 because I could only get 300K. So that's how I had so many issues. So I wrote, oh, the deal is done. We can close on blah, blah, blah. So it was time to call the capital. People were not paying up. But if they had something at stake to lose, which is a normal thing if you look at it in private equity, if you make a commitment to something that you're gonna deploy capital, you have to make, if it's 5% or 10%, and when it's time for capital call, if you don't do it within the set time, you're gonna lose that money. That's the if you private equity side works. I've seen that, we've done that before, so that is not it's not something new.
Yeah.
But because you're trying to manage relationships, right? You're trying not to put people under a lot of pressure and telling them they're gonna lose their money if they don't commit. But at the same time, you have to say, okay, is this guy really interested? Somebody that's really interested and say, okay, I'm gonna do 10K. If I'm putting, say for instance, I'm putting 100K in your deal. Oh, that's 10K. I'm going to make a commitment. I'm not going to lose my 10K or 20K. So they're going to make that commitment. And when I'm saying the big boys, I'm talking about institutional investors, for instance, they make commitment. Okay, they want to invest. They make a commitment to a deal. Let's say 500 million, and they put in, let's say 50 million, 100 million, right? At the point of capital call, which is why when you make that commitment to a deal or to a private equity, that difference that you're not giving that the general partner at that point in time, that you only gave 10% or 20%, you invest it in some kind of a liquid asset that when it's time for capital call, you can get that money and just deploy it, right? You're not putting in something hard and something that's going to take you about something that might take you about 6 months, 4 months for you to liquidate or to get money back. So you put it in some kind of liquid asset. Worst case, 30 days for you to get the money back. So you made a commitment of, let's say, 100 million. Then you put in, let's say, 10 million, right? That balance, you put in some kind of liquid asset that, that when it's time for capital call, because at the point where you're depositing or you're deploying that 10%, which is for 10 million, there's going to be a capital call in 2 months.
Okay.
Only if there's no deal in 2 months, then you get your money back. Less expenses.
So you're saying, so basically you're saying a few things. So one is that the capital call thing happens in every type of equity, like many equity games, like, big deals, small deals, whatever.
Yeah, in the proper private equity, that's how it's set up.
Mm.
That is the setting in a proper private equity. That is the setting. You have to put a commitment down that, okay, you're committed to this deal. But because of relationship management, it's not in the law that you have to do it. But if you're truly committed to the deal and you want to, what's the word now? Establish or the word is secure your position in that deal.
Yeah.
You make a commitment. Now, okay, I'm in this deal. So 100 million, I put a 10 million in first. So when it's time for capital call, you get a 90 million balance.
Yeah, because and then what you're also saying, too that the people it has to be slightly liquid. So it has to be, like, for example, if they pull out of the capital call, they still feel a little bit of pain because they still have to wait a while for them to get that money, right? Is what you're saying?
Yeah. Okay. For instance, this 100 million commitment to a deal.
Yeah.
Now you make a soft commitment of 10 million.
Yeah.
Or some level of commitment of 10 million. No, there's going to be a capital call in 2 months for the balance.
Mm.
So at this point in time, you have 100 to deploy. If you don't have the 90 right now, you must make sure that you have the 90 in 2 months when I'm going to make the capital call. And it's going to be about, probably going to have like a 10-day or 15 days for you to deploy. If you don't, because I need to close at that point. If you don't deploy at that point in time, the likelihood of you losing the 10%, 10 million that you deposited is pretty high. You can ask this from anybody that's done private equity at a big level. They'll tell you this is how it's done, because everything's at risk. That 10 million, if you don't deploy your 90 million, they have to quickly go to the market last minute and see who's going to take up that 90 million. So that cost itself, that's the cost that 10 million is going to cover for your headache. And in most cases, that 10 million, part of that 10 million has already been maybe deposited for that deal. Like in real estate, for instance, you have to make a commitment, right? A deposit for the deal that you're trying to close.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that part of that money is probably going to go towards that. So if you don't bring in your own balance, then there's a huge pressure on the sponsor or the GP to look so that you don't lose the money they deposited already. So you have to go to the market at the last minute. And you're trying to raise money at the last minute, it's going to cost you tooth and nail. It's just going to cost you so much money. I've seen that happen on this deal. It cost me so much because I had to get money at the last minute. So those are the things that the private equity guys put in their documentation. Say, if you don't do at this point, you're going to lose your money. And you'd have read the agreement you sign up. Once you sign that, yes, you acknowledge that if you don't put in the remaining balance, you're going to lose your money. The law is on your side.
Yeah.
So you know, deploy, you lose your money.
You know what's funny? What's really funny is because I'm in a group of there are a bunch of these millionaire small business owners that they do online. They have different online businesses. And what's funny is for example, they'll have a service that costs $10,000 or whatever, and they'll ask if the person is serious, but then the money is not coming yet. They would say, "Oh, yeah, put down $500 and come back," like a down payment almost. Yeah. But then they won't give back the down payments. it reminds me of this. It's the same principle because they won't
If
give
you
back.
don't pay up, it's not refundable.
Yeah,
If you
it's
don't
like,
follow through on your commitment to the deal that you're going to buy their business, wasted their time for about 2 or 3 months, and you didn't close the transaction, you lose the money.
yeah, it reminds me of this because it reminds me of have you ever heard of that book Influence with by Cialdini? I don't know if you heard of that book.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, like it talks about that influence. Cialdini.
Cialdini.
Small.
Okay, that name sounds,
Yeah, because
something I've read before.
yeah, because you're using the commitments and consistency. So this is commitment and consistency that you're using, right? Because you're trying to say that if somebody made basically if somebody makes a small choice, if somebody makes like a small commitment, then the people would continue to behave consistent with that small commitment. So like if you just say, oh, just let me just put $1 in, then it's like, okay, let me put 10. Like it's easier to ask for bigger favors if the person starts with a small favor.
Absolutely, and you know that people don't want, even if it's just $1, people don't want to lose it, right?
Yeah,
So they will do whatever it is that is required of them to make sure that they meet up, so that they don't lose that. As small as it is, they don't want to lose it. Except if they're in a very bad position that, okay, yeah, there's nothing I can do. I'll just let go. So on the basis of that, and the GP understands their situation and there's nothing anybody can do, you could have a discussion with the GP and see, okay, net any expenses that the GP has incurred, you can give them some. So instead of 10 million back, probably get 5 million back based on the relationship. But ordinarily, they are not supposed to get anything back because you made a commitment. You signed that if you don't deploy the remaining balance, which is 90%, which equates 90 million, you're going to lose your soft commitment to this deal. And when it says soft commitment, really, it's not just the word of mouth.
Yeah,
it has to be with cash that you actually really committed to this deal. But we have tried to massage that because everybody's trying to build relationship and try to take a soft commitment by word of mouth. Oh, the strong commitment. Okay, said it's gonna, yeah. But really, it should be with cash.
Yeah, not just talk, because
not just talk.
Cash is the only thing that shows what people are really going to do. It's behavior. But one more question I have for this is, would you, so going forward for like your next syndications, would you put in, it looks like it makes sense to have to get more people that are committed than even the amount you're raising, no? Because let's say,
absolutely. That's a big lesson of part of what, I mean, Kenneth and Abdel will tell you the same thing.
Yeah.
They've done all that. So that's, definitely. I'm going to probably raise 1.5x or 2x of what I need. That's what I'm going to get out. So I'd rather have people have a deal oversubscribed than to be undersubscribed, because some people just didn't follow through on their commitment.
Yeah. Because, and then maybe to make some provisions for like, if you're over, because like people always want something that is hot, right? So it's like, if the thing is more in demand, if it's oversubscribed, then you created value out of nothing.
You create value out of nothing, so you can quickly go to the market for the next deal. And so, sorry guys, couldn't get on this one, but you have an alternative. This is a new deal that you can, so instead of you're trying to make a commitment of 200K or 500K, but we're only able to get up to 300K. So don't worry, the next deal is just around the corner, blah blah blah, and you can still make them invest in your next deal.
Yeah,
showing that, okay, you put them as a priority when it comes to the next deal. And if they like your product, if they like you first, I think then they'll now like your product.
Yeah,
it's you first before your product.
Yeah, because and speaking of the investors, the last thing I wanted to say is like, how about I don't know if this will help, but how about a press release just saying that, hey, listen, Ade, so and so has done so and so, and he's working on this, because, I mean, the thing has closed, and the thing is like,
yes, we are going to do that. I just, I think, probably in April. I just want to get it to the point where okay, we started Reno. I just don't want to close the transaction and okay, that's the next thing. I want to start Reno before making so much noise about it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to do that because it's helps with the profile. So I really appreciate any press release from you guys.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Yeah, we'll take care of that. We'll take care of those things. We'll try to get it on. We'll try to get an editor to do it. We can't promise like an editor would do it, but it may say Access Wire on it. But we'll just get it to Business Insider or something like that, or Bloomberg or whatever.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you did it. You did it. So now you're one of the members that actually, you're like, now you can talk to other people that come in and train them and say, oh, this is how you do it. This is how it's done. This is how you do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, thank you guys. I mean, you guys were very instrumental. The feedback and all that, it really helped. Really helped.
No worries. Listen, we did what we could. But the next one, we're always looking for ways to do more. Though I want to be able to do more. I know. I think there may be something with the ad thing. I think that there's something there because I don't think it's being used enough by a lot of people. So, but let's keep on trying to improve. I want to just find a way to get more. So if we can get more context to you, we just want to find more ways to do it. So use us as much as you want. You have the support, but I'll be going back and forth on that email. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, don't work too hard. Yeah, just relax a bit and then just enjoy the moments. Life can be short sometimes, so just enjoy the moments. Here. Make your investors happy. Make them happy. We'll work on continuing to make you happy, and then that's all we have to do, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
No worries. But yeah, next steps. Let's so in April, whatever you want us to say, we'll try to get you on whatever Forbes, anything. We'll try to get you out there, and then we'll have a draft by like a week. We'll work on that, and then in May I'll see if I can personally come over. I'll see if I can do that. I think there's a 99% chance I can, but I'll just confirm it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
All right, cool. All right, sir. So talk soon. Let us know if you need anything as well. Don't be a stranger, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. All right, talk soon, Ade. Cheers.
All right, cheers. Bye.